families and relationships. Charlie Simpson with the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center joins us now to provide some insight on how to recover as we begin to journey out of this pandemic. So Charlie, the pandemic was tough for a lot of people. So what challenges have you noticed?
You know, it's good to see us now coming out of the pandemic. You know, I was able to hug my mom the other day for the first time in over a
Great.
year. And so it's good to see that they're starting to become light at the end of the tunnel. But for a lot of families and couples, it was pretty difficult. You know, for me, the pandemic was like a blessing in disguise. I could walk and my wife was here. I could finish the session, go flirt with her, and then go back, you know, to work. And she wasn't all that excited about working from home. So there were just a lot of differences. But what we're starting to notice is that for a lot of the couples that were having a tough time before the pandemic, during the pandemic, it really exacerbated the situation and made it a lot tougher for those individuals. For those couples that were doing okay, typically they could navigate through the pandemic and adapt to change. But it was tough for a lot of families being able to navigate through those changes.
Yeah, do you think that the pandemic was just too hard and too hurtful on some couples?
It was pretty tough. I mean, you have to think about the grieving process that a lot of couples go through. You know, all of their outlets being taken away, their family and their support being taken away. And now they just have to rely on the people within that home. And unfortunately, for a lot of those couples, they might not have had the connection, the attachment needed in order to really support each other through that difficult time. And so there might have been a lot of miscommunicating, and there might have been a lot of hurt. And, you know, when your eyes open and you start to realize my partner isn't there for me the way that I need for them to be, that can be very challenging mentally for that individual to the point where they can begin to question the relationship.
So if you did have a difficult time, what advice or what tips do you have for those couples?
You know, some people can go through a grieving process, get to acceptance, and come out and be okay. But for other people going through a grieving process, you might just need a little support to navigate you through, you know, those changes, those stages. And for those individuals, I would really recommend that they find someone that can just sit down and help them make sense of what they're experiencing. And for a lot of those individuals, they can begin to open back up and begin to try to see their partner a little bit differently, reconnect, and even have a stronger relationship than they did before the pandemic. So you might just have to go out there and look for that additional support that can help you, you know, reconnect.
And you guys there at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center can also help if you guys are having any issues. So real quick, I want to tell you, meteorologist Kristen Kennedy's here for Pat, and she said, you know, I watch this building relationships segment every week, and I'm just like, I need to find out how to get a relationship first before I can start building it. So she wants some advice on how to find a man. I don't know if you have that for her.
But I'm partnering with the business owner, and we're trying to get online dating service going. So just keep your eyes open, and hopefully she'll be able to participate in our online dating series.
Okay, she's listening, so she'll be watching out for that.
It's our speed dating event. So
speed dating. Okay, interesting. All right, we'll stay tuned for that then. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Charlie.